The Galactic Council had been very clear about humanity's place in the cosmos. They were a young species, barely capable of interplanetary travel, let alone the kind of deep void exploration that separated the true spacefaring civilizations from the planetary-bound primitives. The Zephyrians, with their crystalline bodies adapted for radiation absorption, had dominated stellar engineering for millennia. The Korthak Empire ruled the Outer Rim with ships that could hibernate for centuries, between stars. Even the diminutive Pixari had mastered quantum tunneling through spacetime itself. And then there were the humans. Soft, fragile, short-lived creatures who needed atmosphere, warmth, and constant sustenance just to remain conscious. Commander Zara Chen remembered the condescending clicks of the Zephyrian ambassador's translator as it delivered the Council's verdict. Humanity lacks the physiological adaptations necessary for void survival. They shall remain confined to their inner system colonies until such time as they develop appropriate biotechnology or mechanical augmentation. That had been 15 years ago. Now, as Zara stood on the bridge of the UES Indomitable, watching the twin stars of the Kepler 442 system grow larger in the view screen, she couldn't help but smile. Behind her, the largest human fleet ever assembled hung in perfect formation, 300 ships carrying not just explorers and colonists, but entire cities worth of people ready to make new homes among alien suns. "Ma'am," called Lieutenant Rodriguez from the communications station, "we're receiving a transmission from the Zephyrian outpost on Kepler 442b. They're demanding we explain our presence in restricted space." Zara's smile widened. "Put them through, Lieutenant. Full visual." The main screen flickered, revealing the familiar angular face of a Zephyrian commander, their crystalline features pulsing with agitated orange light. When the alien spoke, their words came through the universal translator with barely contained outrage. "Human vessels, you are in violation of Galactic Council Resolution 2847. This system is designated for expansion by species with appropriate void survival capabilities. You will withdraw immediately." "Commander Velthara," Zara said, recognizing the Zephyrian from previous encounters. "How lovely to see you again. I'm afraid there's been a misunderstanding." The orange pulsing intensified. "There is no misunderstanding, human. Your species was deemed unfit for deep void colonization. You lack the necessary adaptations?" Zara interrupted. "You mean like the ability to survive in hard vacuum for extended periods? Or perhaps resistance to cosmic radiation? Maybe you're referring to the capacity for long-term hibernation during extended voyages." Velthara's features shifted to a confused purple hue. "Precisely. Humans possess none of these traits." Zara gestured to her crew and the view screen split to show feeds from throughout the fleet. In one window, a team of human engineers worked outside their ship in nothing but skin suits, their movements fluid and confident as they installed new sensor arrays. Another showed colonists emerging from hibernation pods after a 2-year journey, stretching and yawning as if they'd simply taken a long nap. "You're absolutely right," Zara said. "We don't naturally possess those traits, so we built them." The confusion in Velthara's voice was palpable. "Built them?" The skin suits aren't just protection, they're symbiotic systems that interface directly with our nervous systems, essentially making us cyborg organisms capable of surviving indefinitely in vacuum. The hibernation pods? They don't just slow our metabolism, they enhance it, allowing our bodies to repair damage from radiation and age while we sleep. And those are just the obvious modifications. On another screen, human children played in a zero-gravity recreation sphere, their laughter echoing through the comm channel as they performed impossible aerial acrobatics that would make a bird jealous. "You see, Commander," Zara continued, "you all adapted to space over millions of years of evolution. We did it in 2 decades of engineering. You were born for the void. We conquered it." Velthara's crystalline body flickered through several color spectrums before settling on an alarmed red. "The Council will not allow this expansion. The Korthak fleet is already en route to—" "The Korthak fleet," Zara interrupted again, "encountered our advanced scouts 3 days ago. Admiral Tuscana was very impressed by our new gravity manipulation technology. Apparently, being able to create artificial gravity wells makes their traditional hibernation ships seem rather primitive. The truth was, humanity had never been content with natural limitations. When they couldn't breathe in space, they built better lungs. When radiation would kill them, they developed cells that thrived on it. When the distances between stars seemed insurmountable, they simply learned to fold space-time like origami. Other species had evolved for the void. Humans had revolutionized it. "But this is impossible," Velthara sputtered. "Your species is barely 3 centuries old in terms of spaceflight. The technological advancement required would take exactly as long as we decided it should take," Zara said firmly. "You told us we couldn't survive the void." We laughed. "You said we'd never reach the far stars. We built highways to them. You claimed this galaxy belonged to the adapted species." She leaned forward, her eyes gleaming with the same fierce determination that had driven humanity from cave paintings to faster-than-light travel in the cosmic blink of an eye. "Well, Commander Velthara, I have news for you and the entire Galactic Council. We adapted too. We just did it our way." Behind her, the first human colony ships began their descent toward Kepler 442b, carrying families who would raise children under alien skies, creating the next generation of a species that refused to accept the word impossible. In the distance, more human fleets were already jumping to other systems, spreading across the galaxy not as conquerors, but as what they had always been: survivors, builders, dreamers who turned obstacles into stepping stones. The void hadn't tamed humanity. Humanity had tamed the void, and the stars would never be the same.